Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Peter Barber here, professional singer and music producer, and I just did my first ever full-time reaction and analysis for a whole episode of Hazbin Hotel. This is not something I typically do, but I've gotten so many requests for it, I thought, hey, let's do it. So I just did it, episode 5, absolutely brutal episode, by the way. Some phenomenal music. I pointed out a lot of really interesting things, especially about the film, like the score, how the music kind of underlaying the show works. Really, really enjoyed. And like, this was just a lot of fun. So I was actually a lot more kind of animated than I normally am, if you can't tell right now. So I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing it this way. So leave your comments below. I hope you guys enjoy well. I hope you gain appreciation for the show and the music. And I'll see you afterwards.
City. Today's top story. Infamous loser Alistair has been captured by the strong, chiseled arms of sex icon VOX. It leaves us all wondering, what is our TV daddy planning? And you can trust us with your...
It's so funny how obsessed with VOX she is and how hard she comes onto him. What's the name of our radio host, our TV host again? Katie Killjoy, yes, of course. Katie Killjoy's obsession with Vox is just hilarious, and he's just not interested at all.
Icon Vox.
Oh, here we go.
Where does he got him fair and square?
I heard Vox fucked him with a chair. Either way it seemed in the radio demons of the air. I can't remember.
All right, we get so much motion here. Also, this song starts like right at the beginning, which is crazy. Usually we have some kind of buffer. So we get this like on the piano, like constant driving forward, and then the singing so far is melodic, but it's a nice blend of melodic and like heavy characterization, which sometimes you almost forget that they're actually singing specific notes because of how characterized the voices are, which is fantastic. That's exactly what you need in animated shows to kind of keep it really elevated. Yeah, a lot of motion here. I don't really know what he's up to yet, so we'll see soon, but clearly there's some crowd engagement. There's a lot of buzz going throughout the pentagram, right? And you feel that in the music. It feels like there's buzzing and people chattering about what's going on.
Us with your gossip.
Holy shit, is this true? Alistair's been defeated by Lucifer? No! That's up on your TV head.
Where does he got him fair and square?
I heard Vox fucked him with a chair. Either way it seemed in the radio demons of the air.
G minor. We do get some proper voice acting. Like a couple of the characters in that first section really have a departure from the actual melody. They really do like proper voice acting, just characterization, no actual singing. But there's actually a surprising amount of actual singing going on, especially right there at the end, we get a harmony.
Can't remember ever seeing power shift this fast.
With all his smarmy talk, I thought Vox was just
Swarmy.
Now he's surpassed all expectations. How's we doing is doing shaking the foundations. Now
If we're in G minor, that's probably a C. Yeah, high C. So she's just hovering on those high C's right there. I think this is the first time we're getting a country accent in Hazbin Hotel, isn't it? Talking my language now. Come on. See what he got to say.
Where does he got him fair and square?
I heard Vox fucked him with a chair. Either way it seemed in the radio demons of the air.
I can't remember ever seeing power shift this fast.
I can't remember seeing power shift this fast. Also, I love they say swarmy at some point.
With all his smarmy talk,
Swarmy talk. Come on, man. Woo!
thought Vox was just gassed up. Now he's surpassed all expectations. How's we know he's doing shaking the foundations. Now that Vox's muscles are flexed, who knows what moves those V's will make next.
So I've had a stroke of luck.
And a key change. And a key change because Sam and Andrew are incapable of staying in the same key for more than 30 seconds. Yeah, they just they love the key changes, and it does keep it interesting and fresh. They do it pretty excessively. There's like pretty excessive key changing and motif changing, but it fits the chaos of this show really well, because like the show is inherently very chaotic. The characters are chaotic. The voice acting's chaotic. It is based in the Pentagram City of Hell. It's a chaotic show. And so I think it makes a lot of sense that they've done that with the music. Nonetheless, it is a lot of key changes. And we go in right here. It's just like, oh, key change. All right.
Now that Vox's muscles are flexed, who knows what moves those V's will make next?
So I've had a stroke of luck, it's true, but I'm not one to rest on my laurels. What better time to reinforce our crew? Grab an olive branch, go knock on some doors.
Good Lord is just a screaming 50s. It is like there's a number of bits of Grease, a movie from the 1970s based around the 1950s. John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, one of the greatest musicals of all time, in my opinion. If you haven't seen Grease, my God, go watch Grease. But it's very much this like 50s doo-wop, and it's hilarious to see the V's doing this because they're just awful. They just suck. They're the worst people. And here they are like, do, do, da, do, do, ba, da, da, do, do, da, 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 do. It's just, it is a vibe you never expect to see from this trio. But it's great. Very, very, very 50s.
But I'm not one to rest on my laurels. What better time to reinforce our crew? Grab an olive branch, go knock on some doors. Why should we keep crossing swords? After all, we're all overlords. You know you wanna be
is like so classic. That is so classic 50s, like doo-wop.
Go knock on some doors. Why should we keep crossing swords? After all, we're all overlords.
Babe.
You know you wanna be bad with us. Come and make angels mad with us. And Zizi.
Wow.
I hear that heaven has some
Whoa.
pretty sick venue.
Whoa, it's like something like this happens and you think you've missed something, but no, it's just a jagged change of genre.
Be bad with us. Come and make
I love that. Bad with us. We get Vox taking lead, and then Velvet and Valentino echoing in this lovely doo-wop fashion.
Mad with us. And Zizi. I hear that heaven has some pretty sick venues. Open a club up, make a hub up, drop a beat to amen to. Hey, prick and heck.
Okay, this is wow. Maybe not Hell's Greatest Dad chaos, but we're approaching top 3 chaotic songs with how much the genres are changing so far. We get heavy auto-tune in here, and in this club song where it's the techno pumping 4 on the floor kick pattern. Now this is like obviously a stylistic use of autotune, and my God, autotune and tuning itself is a huge rabbit hole that I'm not going to go down right now, but obviously a very intentional use of aggressive autotuning. I'm trying to think of modern day. It's a lot of rap and hip hop artists that use it like this. Like they're not even really singing melodies. They put it on more like a rapping, speech kind of pattern. And so the autotune will just kind of fluctuate between a couple notes. As opposed to like a T-Pain version of it where it's like full melodies, but just intentionally auto-tuned or tuned very aggressively. I'm trying to think of who, like Migos maybe, or 21 Savage maybe might use some of this kind of thing, this kind of style. But anyway, lots of very intentional heavy use of actual auto-tune in this club section.
So mad with us and Zizi. I hear that heaven has some pretty sick venues. Open a club up, make a hub up, drop a beat to amen to. Hey, prick and hatchet, best believe your gang fights are gonna be bad shit with exorcism blades. You can fill heaven with rage. Oh my.
I just realized, but I got to put the captions on because I'm actually watching on Prime now because I'm doing a reaction for the whole episode because you guys have been asking for that. And I forgot I can have these on. I'm used to the lyric videos on YouTube, but I can actually have the subtitles on here. Very cool. Okay, Christian doing a country accent for this is hilarious. It's actually pretty good. But we go from the doo-wop to the club scene to like outlaw country. Come on.
And make angels mad with us.
Also, the going back and forth 10 seconds is so different, believe it or not, from going back and forth 5 seconds you get on YouTube. It feels like I've gone back a lifetime in the song when I go back 10 seconds.
And Zizi. I hear that heaven
Like this whole section isn't even 10 seconds long. It's like 5
Hey,
seconds.
prick and hatchet, best believe your gang fights are gonna be bad shit with exorcist blades.
Come on.
You can fill heaven with rage.
Yes.
Oh, maestro, I know a tranquil realm where you can rest.
Oh, come on. This song was made for me to analyze because I have a very, very heavy background in like the Grease music. Like I love that 50s music, country music. I literally lived in Nashville for a summer and I grew up with country music. The electronic music, I have been producing electronic based music for over a decade. And now opera, which is literally what I do primarily for my live performance. I've been training as an opera singer for 15 years at this point, 15 years at this point. I'm not going to go too deep in operatic technique here. It could take, I could analyze this section for an hour. I'm not kidding. This 5-second clip. We're not going to do that, but I will just flag a few things that I think are interesting.
You can fill heaven with rage. Oh, maestro, I know a tranquil realm where you can rest.
So the first thing you notice is he goes into this sort of posh kind of English, right? This is like a characterization of the opera world that is like really it's based in reality. There can be a snootiness and a holier than thou sort of attitude in the opera world. It's something I really don't like about it. It's a product of older generations and just the tradition of opera, which is hundreds and hundreds of years old. The grand opera, yes. A lot of companies nowadays are trying to move away from that kind of snootiness or exclusivity. We want people to come watch the opera. We want it to stay an art form, right? But this kind of putting on this sort of posh accent is a funny way of kind of tapping into that like very formal, like holier than thou vibe. And then vocally, you can tell Christian is adopting a warmer, darker tone to his voice by lowering his larynx and expanding his pharynx. That is an absolute critical thing you do when singing opera to expand your resonating space. And he's also adding a lot of vibrato. Ideally, you can have vibrato throughout the entire phrase, which takes a lot of skill. And it's very different than singing straight tone a lot and then putting vibrato on one note. You hear that a lot in musical theater. In opera, you want to have very consistent vibrato. And what's amazing about Christian here, from this little clip I've heard, is he's actually doing a pretty marvelous job of both those things. Obviously, it's not on the level of a professional opera singer because that's not what he does. But like he has nice classical space in his voice. He has nice, consistent vibrato throughout. You can tell there's power behind his voice, which you have to have that as an opera singer.
I know a tranquil realm where you can rest. Hey,
I feel like the only note he really clips is can. You can, can, instead of can rest. Can rest. He's kind of like, can rest. Pretty much that whole phrase is actually really very legato singing, which is awesome.
Can fill heaven with rage. Oh, maestro, I know a tranquil realm where you
See, it's all flowing.
Hey, Zestral, there's old boring shit up there. Books, tea, elder care.
Listen to this background of the harpsichord. So, speaking of opera, harpsichord is basically a very old version of the piano, and it's still to this day, at least in opera houses that have the budget, it accompanies the sections of opera that are called recitativo, an Italian word basically meaning it's kind of the dialogue portion of opera. It's still all sung, very specifically sung notes, but it is what in musical theater would be just straight dialogue where they're speaking, and it's accompanied by harpsichord. And it's awesome to get to do it with a harpsichord, by the way. Like last summer when I was at the Aspen Music Festival performing a Mozart opera, we got to do the recits with harpsichord. It was very, very cool. But it's inherently a very old traditional instrument, right? And so it's funny that is the main accompaniment for Zestial, who's this very old ancient being that they often make jokes about.
Tranquil realm where you can rest. Hey, Zestial, there's old boring shit up there. Books, tea, elder care.
Sounds very Mozartian, actually.
Querida Carmilla.
Are you serious?
Yeah, okay. It's the dawn of a new regime. Come on, join the winning team.
It's so much fun to be back.
Okay, so he's getting a bunch of folks together. He's getting a bunch of the common folk on his side for some reason.
Serious?
Yeah, okay. It's the dawn of a new regime. Come on, join the winning team.
It's so much fun to be back with us. So bad with us.
Cha-cha-cha.
So we get this moment right at the end when it's like we get the doo-wop stuff, we get the four on the floor, we get everyone singing together. Wow, these are some big dudes. Big chica. Big dude. Like, these are just huge creatures. Like Valentino has been one of the tallest, at least, people in the show so far. And we got some new huge characters entering the chat. We'll get back to the analysis in 1 second, but first, if you guys are enjoying this series, you can get early access a full week ahead of time for all my Hazbin Hotel videos over on Patreon. The link is in the description, and I hope to see you there. All right, let's go on. Oh. The Happy Day in Hell theme at the beginning there.
I mean, this is adorable.
She is so adorable.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get Emily's attention.
She really didn't give you a way to contact her, huh?
I love the music in the background while this is happening. Like, it's not something most people would pay attention to. So this would be called the score. The score for the show is the music that's happening all the time in the background. And then you have the soundtrack, which is the actual songs. But the score, especially in a show like this, can be so quirky. It reminds me of Fairly Odd Parents. If you ever watched the show Fairly Odd Parents, the backing score for the show with all the sound effects is crazy and so involved. Like, every movement has an accompanying like orchestral sound or a sound effect. It's awesome. You should go watch an episode just to let it overstimulate you. And this reminds me a little bit of that.
Sweetie, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get Emily's attention.
Great stuff.
She really didn't...
Woo! Smooch.
This would just be so much easier with Alistair. He was supposed to host the hotel, not get himself fucking kidnapped.
Listen to the music when she starts talking about Alistair. Boom, 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 boom.
Thanks, Baggy. This would just be so much easier with Alistair. He was supposed to host the hotel, not get himself fucking kidnapped. And, oh God, what do you think they're doing to him, Baggy?
I'm sure he's okay.
I'm still very intrigued to see what the Alistair game plan is. You know, getting kidnapped by Vox.
No, he's always up to something.
Well, maybe it's because you're a moronic, unthinking damn fool.
Damn
who was too nonsensically doltish to realize that you're a mindless chuckle fuck with your constant gormless buffoonery.
Mindless chuckle fuck. Keith David, my Lord and Savior.
It's because you're a moronic,
Wow, you really wasted no time, huh, sir?
Oh, call me Daddy. Wait, no, call me Lou. Now, what is it you do?
You're
Call
the
me
king of
Daddy.
hell,
Wait a second.
right?
Last time.
He's been hardcore shitting on Charlie in the hotel for weeks. It's kind of driving her crazy. And
Wait a second, he's been what?
Yeah. So, you think you could go over and, like, I don't know.
I'm really dialing into the score right now, and it's really awesome. It's just like every moment it's again probably not something many of you are thinking about, and it really wasn't. I really haven't thought about it much up until this point. I've really been thinking just about the songs, because typically when I'm watching the show, it's on my TV downstairs. no headphones. But now that I'm watching the show with the headphones, I can really hear the score, and like it becomes so much more clear when you've got like studio headphones on as opposed to listening in a living room or whatever. And so I'm hearing all of it really clearly now, and it's great. And when you can't really hear it, it's just going to add subconsciously to the experience. It's going to enhance every emotion. That's the whole point of a score, really, is to not really be noticed a lot, but just elevate and augment the storytelling. But when you're a big music nerd like me, you're actually going to notice a lot of what's happening in the score, and it's great stuff.
Shitting on Charlie in the hotel for weeks. It's kind of driving her crazy. And I...
Wait a second, he's been what?
Yeah. So, you think you could go over and, like, I don't know, smite him or something?
You have to think, for this, there's going to be a conductor with all the sheet music. Like every tiny little part you hear in this score is notated for a specific instrument, metronome markings, dynamics, affect, all of it. There's going to be a conductor conducting a live orchestra in time with the show, and they'll do a bunch of takes probably and get the ones that perfectly match up, and they can do a little nudging back and forth of things later in post process. But it is a huge undertaking with tons of people to get a score together. There can actually be much fewer people involved in the songwriting, really, because you can have a songwriter, a producer, and whoever's performing on it, and you can make a incredible quality mixing, mastering. You can have a team of 5 that puts out an entire soundtrack. But the score, you need the whole orchestra. So that's inherently going to be probably at least 30 orchestra members. You're going to have all kinds of other people involved as well that I won't get into. People who are actually notating the score, right? Creating the score. Maybe someone wrote a song on piano and then you had an orchestrator take that song on piano and turn it into a song for orchestra. There's a really cool bit about that in the Disney documentary for Frozen 2. It actually gives a highlight to the guy who orchestrates. He takes the songwriter's songs and turns it into a playable piece for full orchestra. So cool, but there's so much that goes into it. All to say, part of what I love doing on this channel is like peeling back the curtain of the music industry. And this is one thing where it's like, most people don't even notice the scores happening during these dialogue scenes. And then once you notice, I'm here to tell you that little thing you didn't even notice until now has this whole world behind it. It's fascinating. It's awesome stuff.
You and I say he stays.
Yeah. Go, Emily.
So, Pentious, what do you think we should do? My vote is that we should apologize. Maybe with some gift baskets?
Incredible.
I mean, who doesn't love gift baskets?
Right?
Yes. Well, I'm sure
Oh,
Charlie
Patrick.
would like a gift basket with chocolate.
You should throw in a cheese assortment.
Lute hates this so much. Every bit of this, she is just in severe pain, emotional pain.
You should throw in a cheese assortment.
Right. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate this basket thing. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wait! You're here! Yes, we are! I need you to tell Hell that Pentious is in heaven and that box is full of shit! Oh, sure. We can do that.
Hold on.
Sorry, it's just Vox
Emotion.
has completely
It's
convinced
fucking
most
it's
of
so good. I'm really locked into the film score. I mean, I'm actually getting the story too, which is great. Brain is on right now. But there's so much lovely emotion happening in the score when she gets excited. It goes from being like this E flat minor when she's over by the door, and then she's like, the box is full of shit. And there's like all these symbols, and then it goes and then like really starts moving. It's so good.
Oh, that Pentious is in heaven and that box is full of shit! Oh, sure. We can do that.
Hold on.
Sorry, it's just Vox.
Waiting for his comeback. That super old school dubstep feel, like first phase of dubstep in the world. 2006.
Well, I just have to thank you all for coming out to support, to take on the Angel Menace.
Oh, Daddy.
You're acting out like you want teachers' attention. Well, I'm the principal of this eternal detention. I hope you had your fun, but son, it's time to ring a bell.
Great chord progression here. Okay, we got Daddy Lucifer up in here. Dum, dum, C sharp minor for this key. I think that's our chord progression.
You're acting out like you want teachers' attention. Well, I'm the principal of this eternal detention. I hope you had your fun, but son, it's time to ring a bell. Ding ding. Cinnamon, you're getting way too big for your screen. Now I'm here to drop the punishment. It's gonna be me. Just in case y'all have forgotten who's the motherfucking kid.
Woo! This is Jeremy Jordan singing Lucifer, right? Yeah, all the way up to high A flat there. And I love how he's really leaning into the more rock style vocals, adding some distortion in there. There's still some nice moments of kind of voice acting here, but far less than, for example, what we get during his Hell's Greatest Dad performance. I love it. It's leading into this hard rock vibe so much.
You had your fun, but son, it's time to ring a bell.
Time to ring a bell. That's like 80s, 90s. Like that's kind of like a 90s. There's one specific band I'm thinking like a Pearl Jam. That kind of, I can't remember the name of the lead vocalist off the top of my head right now. I should, but I don't. But that kind of manipulation of the vehicle. Tenacious D sometimes does that kind of thing. It's hilarious. So yeah, it's kind of like almost like a mockery of certain rock genres.
Ding ding. Cinnamon, you're getting way too big for your screen. Now I'm here to drop the punishment. It's gonna be me. Just in case y'all have forgotten who's the motherfucking kid.
Yeah.
I'm the flame. The mortal world is scared to say my name. I am so spooky. I am a living aspect of the infinite.
Yeah, Jeremy ripping it. Yeah, absolutely shredding. Getting some nice distorted vocals on this track, way up in his high chest range. It's really strong. Just keeps going up to that high A flat. Dead man. Yeah, there's so much distorted character going on that you can hear when he gets up in that high range. There's a lot of compression. He's really cinching down on the pharynx, right? I heard Tim Welch came on the podcast the other day and described. I like the idea of that cinching down to create more compression and close the space off and introduce more kind of surfaces for that sound to bounce around off of. So it's not just, true fold, clean phonation. It's got some other things happening. Fleshy bits, as the charismatic voice calls it. There's a lot of variation of distorted vocals happening throughout this performance.
Wow, super scary. I see why they give you such
Vox is feeling himself, dude.
Though it's curious you stopped by to fight me nail and tooth, when all I mean to try is to dispense a dose of truth.
Oh, he's such a slimy sack of shit.
Sinners do not need a king, we need someone who understands. A different kind of despot, bringing respite from divine demands.
So we just have piano and orchestra. So pure. Vox is just so pure. He's out for the good of the people, always. This is very nicely reflected in the music.
We sinners do not need a king, we need someone who understands. A different kind of despot, bringing respite from divine demands. New order, like what Lilith had envisioned when she threatened them. She knew hell could be great, and we can make hell great again. Just imagine if...
Hell, greatest place here. I love it. You love it here. Hell is amazing. Oh my God, I had to do it. I'm sorry. I had to do it. Been working on that impression.
Order, like what Lilith had envisioned when she threatened them. She knew hell could be great, and we can make hell great again. Just
Great
imagine
place.
If we could flip the script, take the fight back way upstairs and make them beg and say their prayers. And what would happen if we could run this ship? Hoist the mainsail, paint the decks, have a crewmate to protect, cause they want us.
Dude, Vox is all about this like mid 20th century, all these mid 20th century styles that like were huge. And like we have the doo-wop style we got earlier. This is very much like big band jazz, like Frank Sinatra kind of stuff. It's great. He's all about the mid 20th century.
And we can make hell great again. Just imagine
Great place,
if we
hell.
could flip the script, take the fight back way upstairs and make them beg and say their prayers. And what would happen if we could run this ship?
I mean, even the costuming, even like the line of dancers, this is all from that time period.
Have a crewmate to protect, cause they want us all divided. That is how they keep us down. We got the guts, we got the chutzpah, we got the means to seize the crown. If you're not fucking stupid, then you've only got one choice. Me, Vox Populi, the people's voice.
Wow, Vox Populi. Vox Populi. I think that's what the song is called, yeah? Yeah, dude, he knows how to play the media, man. Just rattling off this speech. He's got the showmanship. He's got the charisma. He's got the charisma and the riz, y'all. Yeah, I guess it's all these folks are falling for it big time. And Lucifer can't actually do anything, I guess, like from a physical harm standpoint. So, like you said in the last dialogue, you just got to sit back and ignore.
We got the means to seize the crown. If you're not fucking stupid, then you've only got one choice. Me, Vox Populi, the people's voice.
This feels like Christian in his kind of comfort zone singing, is this kind of like more musical theater-y, bright, forward kind of sound. While he's actually pretty remarkable at doing a bunch of different kinds of singing stylistically, this feels like where he's kind of at home.
Try to picture if we could escape this hole. Never have to live in fear of days that angels may appear.
We get this departure where there's very little happening and all we get is a few accents on a few words that he says, but we get kind of a departure from the full instrumentation for a second. It's just a nice little contrast. Hazbin does that a lot. The music in this show takes departures often for like a period of silence in the middle of a song for a plot point or just to keep it interesting. You know how Sam and Andrew are. This one.
Here's the kicker: sinners can save their souls, not by changing for a devil. Never have to live in fear of days
right here.
may appear, 'cause here's the kicker: sinners can save
I went back already.
not by changing for redemption, but by taking over heaven. They say hell's too populated, that's why they exterminate. We got the numbers, we got the thunder, let's annex their real estate. If you want to see a new world, raise your fists and make some noise.
There's a crazy background vocals, like all going in the background. There's really specific accents in the instrumentation based on what he's saying. This is wild. There's a lot happening in this song. It's not changing genres all the time, so it's not chaotic in that way. It's just chaotic in the way that there's so much happening. There's so many words he's saying, like he's just rattling off this stuff, this speech.
Here's the kicker: sinners can save their souls, not by changing for redemption, but by taking over heaven.
And again, always doing this kind of blend of voice acting and singing. Vox is one of the characters with more voice acting in his songs than a lot of the other ones. There's like usually full lines or phrases where it's kind of just goes away entirely from a melody. He's been singing a little more throughout this one, especially at the start of this song, but even so.
Days that angels may appear, 'cause here's the kicker.
Here's the kicker.
Save their souls, not by changing for redemption, but by taking over heaven. They say hell's too populated, that's why they exterminate. We got the numbers, we got the thunder, let's annex their real estate. If you wanna see a new world, raise your fists and make some noise.
I just started noticing the bass line. It's just a really fast walking bass line.
Terminate. We got the numbers, we got the thunder, let's annex their real estate. If you wanna see a new world, raise your fists and make some noise.
VOX Populi, the people's voice.
Manifest destiny, long as you invest in me, the rest will all fit into place. Meanwhile, this king thinks all of us peasants should be.
Oh, this is wild. This is a wild song. All right, we get a little tap dancing and a super fast paced, just rattling off lyrics moment. And then we go into this new section where he goes from promoting his own thing to, I guess, presumably he's about to start dumping on Lucifer.
Populi, the people's voice.
Manifest destiny, long as you invest in me, the rest will all fit into place. Meanwhile, this king thinks all of us peasants should be satisfied with an endless existence of suffering. Tell me, hell, are you satisfied? Your wife knew it was wrong, Lou. Maybe that's why she's not around anymore. Here it comes! Smite me! Silence me! That's all you angels know how to do.
Dang, real. I wanna see Lucifer do it. I want him to do it.
Maybe that's why she's not around anymore.
Such a dick.
Here it comes! Smite me! Silence me! That's all you angels know how to do. You won't do it. You're weak. They didn't banish you. They clipped your wings and chained you down here. Well, I got no chains on me. Who's with me?
Let's unite and fight for a brand new
realm.
Resurrect our destinies as one nation under peace.
I love it.
Happy days are nigh with Vox at the helm.
That's me.
Futures never tasted sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to our charming leader, every sinner can be a winner. Let's take our face to the pearly gates. We can have the keys if we trust the easy, but once on this house to rejoice.
Hail the
This is a massive song. I bet this took those two a while to figure out all the details for. Wow, it keeps going, it keeps elevating. More and more voices are joining in. It's really, and the sections are really structured differently as far as that, especially as far as like vocally what's happening, right? Like we did have a horde of background singers earlier, kind of on Oz or different vowels, but now we have them all as a chorus singing the actual text with a crazy chord progression. It's pretty wild.
here. Well, I got no chains on me. Who's with me?
Let's unite and fight for a brand new
realm.
Those drum fills.
our destinies as one nation under peace.
I love
Happy
it.
days are nigh with Vox at the helm.
That's me.
Futures never tasted sweet.
Oh, yeah.
It's really a lot of accents, especially from the brass section. We have this very, very consistent pattern. Maybe not a consistent pattern, but the drums are rolling the whole time. Lots of vocals, but there are lots of empty spaces in the instrumentation. It's a lot of accents and then a consistent drum pattern, but the voices are really filling up this sound right now. Now we get consistent chords. That's cool.
Hail Vox Populi, the people's voice.
Wow. Huge. Whoa.
Why would any of us forgive you?
No! Why would we even forgive you?
That was the guy in the first episode that said, "And show my parts." And Charlie's like, "No, thank you."
You.
No! Why would we even
This guy. Wait. That guy. Yeah.
To them.
This is good commentary. It's like apologizing and then getting attacked even worse after trying to apologize for something. That seems like very common in the last like five 5 years in the online space, especially. Someone makes a mistake, genuinely tries to apologize for it. Now, sometimes people don't genuinely try to apologize for it, but even like a genuine apology, you'll see people just absolutely shit on them. Like, nope, will not accept anything. Therefore, nothing you do is right. This is what the Angels are getting right now. Which, gift baskets for genocide, not a great trade. But they're trying.
Do you know how many sinners died? First Lucifer threatens us, now this?
Wait, what? Dad?
Do not see me. I have magical.
I am magical.
I'm not here, you're dreaming. This is a dream.
This angel admits it! She called the extermination to silence the sinners speaking out, empowering each other. You did it to keep us down.
Man, he's
well,
good.
We are not gonna be kept down anymore. Consider this a declaration of holy war. I've woken up the people to the lies you angels tell.
See, I think if he went down to that A flat, it'd be almost, his voice would be almost gone. I think, what did he get down to in Welcome Home? It was similar. Maybe it was like an A, like maybe 1/2 step higher, but that's about the bottom of Christian's reliable chest range, as far as I can tell. Because you could tell this would have been a nice opportunity to hear him slide down into that nice low A flat. We don't get it.
Consider this a declaration of holy.
At the end of the day, it's not his choice. It's whatever Sam and Andrew wrote. But they're clearly good at writing for voices, obviously.
War, I've woken up the people to the lies you angels tell. When we pay you a visit, we won't be bringing baskets. We'll be bringing decimation that'll put you in caskets. I'll show you what it means to be the motherfucking king of hell. 'Cause I'm the
I love this chord progression and just this the weight and the heaviness of the music in this moment here is awesome. Awesome.
put you in caskets. I'll
You can hear how his voice is super, super tightened and compressed. Show you what it means, right? It's really, you can hear the compression in there. Really, really tight and aggressive. It's not loud, but it's intense.
show you what it means to be the motherfucking king of hell. 'Cause I'm the Führer.
Oh,
I am the avatar.
yikes. Wasn't he just ragging on Lucifer for being a king? He's like, we don't need a king. And now he's like, I'm the Führer. That is not a good look.
'Cause I'm the Führer. I'm immense. I am the avatar of your gods.
Backing choirs, badass.
I'm the flood. I am the nightmare.
Oh, he's mimicking Seraphim's like eyes and Bill with his TVs. That's pretty sick.
Avatar of your consequence. I'm your omega. I'm the flood.
I'm your omega. Up to that high A flat on the upper end, yeah. Oh, it's like very in that yell, intentionally that very yell-like quality.
Immense. I am the avatar of your consequence. I'm your omega. I'm the flood. I am the nightmare you made when you spilled our blood. So cower and hide. Find a rope you can swing from. Go say your goodbyes to your lives, to your kingdom.
Yeah. What is this thing? This is like the Leviathan from Titanic. I mean, Titanic from Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Titanic. Shout out to my fellow old people that are quite familiar with Atlantis, the Lost Empire. The first one, absolute sleeper Disney movie. So good. It is Disney, right? DreamWorks? Disney? I feel like it's a Disney movie. Anyway, big robotic shark-looking thing. Reminds me a lot of the Leviathan. It's a machine! Quote, Milo Thatch, Atlantis. Let's go back 10 seconds.
So cower and hide, find a rope you can swing from. Go say your goodbyes to your
Titanic.
lives, to your kingdom!
Oh, look, it's the Titanic.
No, 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 wait! No, please! Come back!
Don't fly too far. Yes, I love
So
playing with
sweet.
you. Oh, hello. I don't know.
Authoritative orchestral music playing. That's what Amazon tells us.
Oh. Oh no.
I should have been reading those earlier. Authoritative.
No, please, don't leave. I heard them.
Fuck is my dad!
What?
Dad, I know you're here!
No, I'm not.
Brutal.
The account holder on this line is unavailable, or they're avoiding you. Leave a message.
Tough episode, y'all. Wow. Well, I believe we are exactly halfway through the show, so I suppose that makes sense. Y'all, I hope you enjoy. This is my first full episode reaction to Hazbin Hotel, and the only time I've ever done anything like this before is for K-pop Demon Hunters, and that will probably be out by the time you watch this. If not, it's coming out very soon. It's not something I plan on doing regularly, very special occasions. I've also found that just doing the full analysis here and staying at my station is so much more enjoyable than like trying to relax and just watch the show and then dive back into music analysis mode when the music comes up. This is way easier. I just stay locked in. It gets to be kind of a little like performance thing. That's not typically how I like to watch shows. I'm very like phone in the other room, absolutely no distractions. But for a show like Hazbin Hotel that's so amped up and like chaotic, this kind of works. I had fun today. I had a lot more fun doing this than I have doing previous videos for Hazbin. So this is great. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something, especially about the films, like the score. That's what I really nerded out about today. So I hope you got a lot of insight into how that works and comes together. And I'll see you soon for episode 6. Peace out, y'all.